mail order weed.
An illegal yet common way to get the drug here in the tri-state. And not all transactions involve stereotypical dealers.
Nope. Tri-state police shared the source with the WCPO 9 I-team. Reporter Larry Seward breaks it down for us in Newport. Larry?
Postal inspectors seize thousands of illegal drug shipments and go after both sender and receiver. That's true for marijuana and the new varieties of THC showing up in the mail.
Federal prosecutors put eyes on mailman Ricky Lee Henry Germany. Ultimately, he pled guilty to stealing packages of drugs. Investigators say he did it on lunch breaks 2 years ago inside this Columbus post office where enough mailed marijuana passed through for Germany to grab 100 pounds in 6 months.
Vaping is huge in the United States right now.
Hemptations owner E.R.Beach tells us mailing vape cartridges with THC is new.
You can go out in public with them and no one knows. It's a lot easier to hide your consumption with a THC vape cartridge.
Beach is not involved, but says when you sell hemp products for 25 years, you hear stories. Last October, Butler County's Regional Narcotics Task Force intercepted this shipment: 952 vape cartridges, 7 pounds of weed, and THC disguised as lip balm, Tootsie Rolls, cannabis syrup, and gummies packaged in birthday gift wrapping paper. In court records, the I-team found seizure after seizure, kilos of vape cartridges with THC sent priority mail from addresses in California. Across the river in Kentucky, law enforcement is seeing something similar happen.
I really didn't see them except for within the last year or two.
Chris Connors directs the Northern Kentucky Drug Strike Force.
And now we're seeing them in the thousands. We're seizing thousands of them.
Recreational marijuana is legal in 11 states, and the WCPO 9I team asked for harvest and inventory data from 4 states: Colorado, California, Washington, and Oregon. An email from Washington's Cannabis Control Board claimed they had no way to answer our questions. Their counterparts in California first told us that the state does not track that data. When referred to the Department of Food and Agriculture, we were told all of that data is confidential.
Oregon and Colorado post numbers online. In 2017, Colorado reported 26% of all legally grown marijuana flower and buds went unsold. A year later, 29%. The state only had stats for half of 2019. Oregon's February inventory had 1.3 million pounds of usable edible marijuana concentrate. That's double what growers sold in the previous 12 months. Growers there are supposed to destroy leftovers, but it's on the cops to prove parts of legal crops illegally land in the tri-state.
We do interviews, we check, we use other resources to determine the source of this, whatever we seized. Not always, but we often do find out where it originates, whether or not we can put a case on those locations or people. The truth is, a lot of it does get through, obviously.
The National Police Foundation claims marijuana overproduction has created issues for bordering states. In 2014, Oklahoma and Nebraska sued Colorado. Both claimed flows of black market marijuana from Colorado undermined their drug bans, drained treasuries, and stressed criminal justice systems. The U.S. Supreme Court refused to hear that suit. Whatever rules or laws Kentucky passes, Connor's group will enforce, and he's certain drug smugglers will still try to deal by car, plane, train, or parcel.
The challenge hasn't changed. I mean, they're trying not to get caught. And it is our job to try and legally figure out who is involved.
Many of the postal investigations begin with a tip, and the inspectors have a standing reward: $50,000 for any information leading to illegal drugs shipped through the mail or drug payments. Live in Covington, Larry Seward, WCPO 9 News.
Larry, thank you. And you can find out more details about his investigation over on WCPO.com.